A guy on a boating forum posted something that made me stop scrolling. He brought his Honda BF50 into a dealer because the engine was locking up every few rotations. Felt like the power head was seizing. The dealer quoted him over $2,500 for a rebuild. Maybe a new motor entirely at $8,000. The actual problem? A sheared flywheel key. A tiny metal pin that costs about $2 at any marine parts counter. 30 minutes with a socket wrench and the engine ran like new. And that story is not even the most dramatic one. Because across every major boating forums, from the Hull Truth to iBoats to Club Sea Ray, the same pattern shows up over and over. Boat owners walk into marine dealerships with simple symptoms, walk out with repair quotes in the thousands, and later discover the fix cost less than a sandwich. So today, we are breaking down the cheap outboard parts that dealers are praying you never learn about. Starting with the one that saves more boat owners more money than any other single fix in outboard repair. The outboard thermostat. This little disc sits inside your engine's cooling system and controls water flow based on temperature. When it works, you never think about it. When it sticks closed, your engine overheats, throws alarms, drops into limp mode, and can even push milky residue into your oil. That milky oil is the trap. Because to a dealer running diagnostics on your Yamaha F150 or your Mercury 4-stroke, milky oil plus overheating looks exactly like a blown head gasket. And a head gasket job on an outboard runs anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000 depending on the shop. But the thermostat itself, an aftermarket Sierra replacement, costs between $6 and $14. The OEM Yamaha version runs about $26 to $32. Either way, you are looking at a 15 to 30 minute swap with basic hand tools. No special equipment, no dealer software, just a screwdriver, a socket set, and a new gasket. On one forum, a Yamaha F150 owner traced his repeated safety mode shutdowns to a tiny piece of old gasket material that had lodged itself in the thermostat spring. That sliver of debris was the entire problem. The dealer had already started talking about cooling system overhauls. Now, the thermostat is the biggest money saver, but the most satisfying fix might be this next one. Your outboard's trim and tilt system uses a hydraulic pump to raise and lower the motor. That pump is controlled by standard 5-pin 12-volt relays, the exact same type of relay you would find in any car on the road. When one of these relays fails, your trim stops working in one or both directions, and that is when the quotes start flying. Dealers will tell you the trim motor needs replacing at $400 to $800, or the hydraulic system needs a full rebuild at $800 to $2,000. Some will quote a complete new trim assembly north of $1,000. The OEM Yamaha relay assembly lists for $289 from authorized sellers, but the functional relay inside that assembly is a commodity automotive part. One iBoats member bought a case of 100 waterproof relays for under $2 each. Even buying a quality single relay at AutoZone runs $10 to $15. The swap takes about 15 minutes. A Yamaha 250 show owner on the base fishing forums paid $300 for the OEM assembly, then discovered the same functional relay on Amazon for under $30. It lasted years without a single issue. But here is where the math really starts to sting. Marine shops charge $125 to $180 per hour for labor. That is on par with or higher than most auto dealerships. On top of that, they charge $125 to $300 just for diagnosis before any repair begins. And you are paying that diagnostic fee even if you decline the work. So when your outboard throws an overheating alarm because of a stuck thermostat, the meter is already running at $125 an hour, while a technician hooks up diagnostic software to confirm what a $12 part could have told you in your own driveway. And there is a reason the bills keep coming, even on well-maintained engines. Ethanol blended fuel. E10 gasoline is hygroscopic, meaning it pulls moisture out of the air. In a marine environment where humidity is constant, that fuel can start degrading in as little as 15 to 30 days. Ethanol dissolves rubber fuel lines, eats away at plastic fuel system components, and loosens varnish deposits that clog injectors and carburetor jets. Honda's own documentation warns that ethanol-blended fuel can dissolve components in fuel storage and delivery systems. One marine mechanic estimated that 90% of his injector cleaning business comes directly from E10-related damage. The fix is almost embarrassingly simple. A bottle of marine fuel stabilizer like Stabil 360 Marine or Startron costs $10 to $25 and lasts an entire season. That one purchase prevents the rolling cycle of fuel pump diaphragm failures, clogged filters, and deteriorating primer bulbs that generate hundreds or thousands in dealer invoices every year. If you are finding this useful, hit subscribe. We break down boat maintenance and marine industry deep dives every week. Now, 2 more dirt cheap fixes that are almost too simple to believe. On Honda outboards, a blown inline fuse can kill every electrical system on the motor. The engine appears completely dead. No crank, no lights, nothing. Dealers will diagnose starter motor failure at $200 to $500, or an ignition switch replacement, or a full electrical fault. The actual fix is a fuse from any auto parts store for $1 to $5, swapped in about 2 minutes. And those sacrificial zinc anodes bolted to your lower unit? The ones that cost $8 to $14 and take 5 minutes to replace with a single wrench? Skip those for a season or two, and galvanic corrosion starts eating through your lower unit housing. That is a repair costing $1,000 to $3,000, which a $12 zinc could have prevented entirely. The most striking story from all of this research came from the trawler forum. An owner paid $5,200 for exhaust manifold and elbow repairs using refurbished parts. A different mechanic later looked at the boat, diagnosed the real problem in about 2 minutes, and pointed to a faulty pressure cap, the kind that costs $15 to $25 at any marine supply store. That is a $5,175 gap between what the owner paid and what the repair actually required. Nobody is saying marine technicians do not deserve fair pay. Shops have overhead, specialized tools, and a real technician shortage that drives costs up. But when a $12 thermostat becomes a $3,000 head gasket quote, or a $2 relay turns into a $2,000 hydraulic rebuild, the system is not working for the boat owner anymore. The fix is not complicated. Learn what these cheap parts look like, where they live on your engine, and what symptoms they cause when they fail. Because the most expensive outboard repair is almost always the one you did not need. If you want to see the most overpriced boat accessories that are not worth your money, that video is on screen now.